you, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Elton Jigambura to the stage and open up for questions, please.
Elton, for large parts of the game, you were probably in the game and disappointed with the ultimate result?
Losing the game, yes, but the way we played was a lot of positives. I thought we had, like what you said, we were in the game for a long time. Maybe we lost it the last 5 overs of the game, both maybe batting and bowling, especially bowling.
Would you point to that one particular over as possibly the turning point in the game?
Mira's over, I think 47th, where it went maybe about 30, I think. I think that's where we gave too many runs that went away. I think getting 30 runs in that over was a bit too much for us.
Elton, you've got a lot of choice in that attack. Does it sometimes become a little bit confusing to decide who you're going to turn to, just in terms of managing? And you've got such a variety of bowlers, and it seems like South Africa maybe were allowed to settle a little bit?
Yeah, maybe, but at the same time, because of the ground, it was too small, so we couldn't have bowled, mainly our spinners, the main spinners, but at the same time, yeah, we wanted to rotate the bowler so that they don't get used to the same bowler. So unfortunately, it went for maybe 46 overs, but 47 didn't work. But I thought whoever bowled today bowled well. Besides the last 3 overs, I think.
And just, chasing 340 is obviously a lot of runs. And what was the thinking at the break? What kind of things did you guys plan on? And also, at which point in the chase did you think, okay, this is on?
I think the way we started, we were going on well. We didn't lose too many wickets. I think we only lost 1 wicket. And the partnership between Hemilton and Zimbabwe, put us in the game. And it's unfortunate they went out at the wrong times, especially Hemilton and Zimbabwe. And we needed wickets in hand, last 15 overs, but obviously we ended up losing another 2 wickets in the power play. So then from there there was pressure on us than before those 35 overs.
Elton, the Zimbabwe has a history of upsets in opening games of the World Cup. Do you guys believe at any point that this you could really do it?
Yeah, today we went out there to try and win the game. We wanted to be positive, whether bowling, batting, even on our fielding. Everyone was up for it. And obviously, like I said yesterday, that the team that plays good cricket on the day should win the game. And I thought, South Africa, at the end of the day, they played better cricket than us. But at the same time, there's lots of positives that came from our team as well. So I think it's just a matter of carrying the form that we're in, so that to the next game, so that we can try and finish off. Obviously, winning, chasing bigger scores, it's like an art. You need to find the best strategy to chase it down. So yeah, we can. The next game, if we are to chase another bigger score, we need to, we can change 1 or 2 things.
Elton, you've been part of the Zimbabwe team for a long time. We've just been interviewing the fans outside. The Zimbabwean fans are very proud of their team. The South African fans are quite relieved because they were quite worried. Well, the space that you're in as a team now, and Dav Watmore, you guys look like you're onto something good and that you could do really well in this World Cup. What do you put that down to?
Yeah, I think just guys being free in the team, guys backing one another, and guys just expressing themselves. I think the more we do that as a team, we'll go far. And like that, we've got high hopes in this tournament. If we carry on the form that we're in, it's just a matter of being ruthless if we get the chance to win the game.
How much of a message do you think you've sent to the likes of West Indies, Pakistan, and even, I suppose you were targeting Ireland and the UAE anyway, but those other two, I mean, do you think that they should be warned now Zimbabwe are serious?
Yeah, they should. They should do their homework. We are here to, play positive cricket, and like I said, if we get a chance, we'll win the games, and we'll be positive from ball one up to the last ball of the game.
Any more questions?
Alison, can you just tell us a little bit about the importance of Hemilton? He seems to be in really good form, and I mean, he's pretty experienced, even though it's his first World Cup. There's no nerves.
Yeah, it's, in a team to have a guy who's senior performing the way he's doing, just rubs off to the rest of the players. So I hope he will carry on the form that he is in. And, it's always good to see him scoring runs. He's a guy he's a match winner in our team. So hopefully, if he gets another chance, he can finish the games. And unfortunately today he didn't finish off the game, but I thought he played well. His inning was, a match-changing inning. So hopefully he can carry on that form he's in.
Right, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Stand by for the South African press conference, please.
Can't deal. Oh, all right. Thank you, Steve.
Evening, guys. Thanks for joining us. Can you please just start with questions for AB, followed by questions for David? Otherwise, the floor is open. Please just speak into the microphone.
Maybe until the 46 overs, Zimbabwe were actually ahead of the game. Were you satisfied with the performance?
I'm very happy with the performance. You got to give credit to the Zim guys. They played a really good game today. There's no doubt that the toss played a big part in them getting ahead early on. It was a really difficult wicket to bat on the first 15 to 20 overs. Wicket got a bit easier, luckily in our innings, and David and JP made full use of that, played exceptionally well, and a great partnership that won us the game today. But very, very satisfied with that first win. Look, these guys can play some cricket. Like I said before, they beat Australia not long ago. And I will not be surprised if they upset a couple of teams in this World Cup.
Maybe it was a fantastic performance from the middle order, which has sometimes been an area of concern for South Africa. Just how good was it to see, I mean, it was a record partnership, but also 200s from two guys who you're really going to need in this tournament?
Yeah, it was very pleasing to sit on the side and watch that. We were talking about 240, 250 at one stage, and ended up getting that. I don't know how we did, but it was an incredible performance by the two of them. David got a bit of a sniff in the 40th over and just went with it from there on, and we've seen him demolish attacks before and what he's capable of, and to see that at the highest level, at the biggest tournament that you can get, is great, and it shows you where this guy's going with his cricket career. To get JP also in good form, he's been a little bit out of touch with his injuries. To see him bat like that is very, very pleasing, and the two of them together running really well between the wickets. Saw the whole team sitting on the side and really clapping them along, which is great for the team spirit, and got the boys across the line today. It wasn't always easy with the ball in hand. I thought the wicket played exceptionally well, especially the second innings. I've got to put a bit of emphasis on that tonight. Skidded on, there's a bit of dew around. I think you'll see all teams bowling first when they come here to Hemilton. So for us to cross the line with the odds against us like that, especially against a tricky team like Zim, was very pleasing.
Can you talk a little more about the first 21 overs or so when you were 4 wickets down? You only had 80 runs on the board. How worried were you at that stage, and what was it about the wicket that was making it so difficult?
It was slow. It was slow and sticky, which suits the bowlers really well. It's actually a very Zim-like wicket that we played on today, the first 10 to 15 overs. We toured there not long ago, and that's the kind of wickets that we played on. Really slow, difficult to hit through the line, things that we enjoy as batters back home in South Africa. You can't do that here with their slow attack. They don't have a lot of pace. They take the pace off the ball. They're really clever with what they do out there. I'm pretty sure, like I said before, you'll see it against other teams as well in this tournament. There will be a few upsets, I believe. And that's what made it difficult. It's just slowish decks and difficult to hit through the line.
Amy, obviously you take the win, but what are the areas that you'd like to improve on going forward?
Yeah, the areas to improve on is, I think obviously a slow start today. It says a little bit better in the first 10 to 15 overs. My wicket came at a really bad time. I'm actually happy that I got out looking back now, because these two oaks got to the wicket. But yeah, it was a crucial time there for me just to try and push on a little bit. But other than that, the top order scored the runs at the end of the day, which is always pleasing. Started off a little bit slow with the ball, but like I said before, the wicket played really well. You don't often see guys hitting through the line like that to Morne, Morkel, Vern and Dale. It means that the wicket is not playing, didn't play badly, and that's probably the main area, is just to start a little bit better with the ball in hand, and also with the bat.
And Imran's influence in the middle overs yet again?
Bowled exceptionally well today. Imran and all the bowlers together bowled really well as a unit. I think everyone had a part to play in certain crucial periods in the game. But Imi, yes, definitely the standout bowler. Just changed the pace of the game immediately as he came on. Just made it look really difficult to score against him.
Maybe was there ever a genuine thought that you were in trouble and maybe Zimbabwe would pull off an upset? Because, I mean, you were pretty much ahead the whole time, I suppose.
I spoke about it at the first drink spoke, that we in a tight game. I mean, they were right on the target with the run rate, and we needed something to happen. We needed the pace of the game to change a bit. Imi did that really, really well, and formed some nice partnerships with other bowlers at the other end. But yes, right throughout the game I felt pressure. In most games that I play in, you know that you got to get wickets to win the game, otherwise the batters are going to get the runs. They don't just go out there to bat for the fun of it, they go to score the total. So you know you got to get breakthroughs all the time, and that's pressure for a captain and for bowlers to know that.
Maybe you've said you're thinking doing this one game at a time. This game is out of the way now. Have you thought about the India game yet?
Not at all. I'm thinking about the 2 days off that we got now. I'm going to spend a bit of time in Melbourne and have a bit of fun with the guys, get away from the game. My wife's coming over, all our families are coming over, which is great. We'll start focusing on it again come Wednesday when we get together for our first training session in Melbourne. But for now, like I said in the presser before the game as well, just want to stay away from watching cricket games. I'm not tired. I love the game of cricket. I'm never tired, guys. I'm just going to stay away from watching other games and following commentary and news, because that tires me out a little bit. For the next 2 days, just trying to get away from the game, and then we'll try and tackle India.
David, just on that innings, 200s in a couple of games, how important is that to your self-belief coming into the tournament?
Really positive. Obviously, to score my first 100 a couple of games ago, and then to follow this one up, I've really been working hard the last year and a half, and it's really satisfying to come out and do it my first game in the World Cup. So I'm really chuffed with that.
Is that the new number 5 role? Is that the difference?
Is that new number 5 role? Is that being the difference?
I don't know, obviously just had a little bit more time to bat, but I could have been batting at 6 and had the same amount of time today, but it's all about how much time you have, and the team was in a little bit of trouble, and I thought to myself, just try and build a long partnership here with JP, and that's what we were trying to do from the start, and just continue with that right till the end. So it was just a matter of getting the team out of a bit of trouble to start with, and then play with freedom towards the end.
Can you talk about that over in which he scored 30 runs? So that was pretty special, huh?
It was very fun. Obviously, I hadn't worked really hard leading up towards that, but I hit the first one, I think it was for 6, and the second one for 4, and then I said to JP, I'm going to get you on strike, because he was sitting on 90 with 2 overs to go. So he actually said, no, just keep going, just go with it. There's still enough time to get his 100. So if it was in the sort of area, I was just trying to get boundaries at that stage. We worked really hard for the last sort of 25 overs, so we still had wickets in hand, so just to try and express myself towards the end.
Congratulations, David. You're obviously in good nick now. Just mentally, you were sort of labelled as a 2020 player, and then you just seem to be in a good space. Are you sort of more matured now, more hungry, and that you secured your spot and really relishing the opportunities now?
Yeah, there's a lot of 2020 competitions around the world nowadays, and unfortunately I haven't played as much first-class cricket as I would have liked to. But saying that, I've tried to work with what I've got, and sort of playing as much 2020 as I can in the off-season, which is the only cricket I've been given a chance to play. And I've been working really hard in the last sort of 2 years to try and change the way, rotate the strike and try and build an innings from the start. Obviously it's a 2020 game, but to try and take that into 4-day cricket would be obviously ideal. But it's just really things that I've been working on the last sort of year and a half, 2 years off outside international cricket for Yorkshire and Durham and the IPL. So it is satisfying to come in and get it going now.
David, just in terms of JP missed the Australian series which you lost 4-1. Does it show you the value of what JP brings to the middle order?
Definitely, he's a great. He's very experienced at this stage. He's playing international cricket for a long time, and I think that just as sort of the newcomers, or not, a couple of the new guys, and myself, it gives myself a lot of confidence to play around AB and JP as well with the experience that they have. So it's a massive player for us, and hopefully he can keep that momentum going.
David, congratulations on the win today. Does this sort of set you up quite nicely for the tournament, having gotten that first one out of the way? It's always nervous too.
It is always good to start like that. We were, as AB said, we were under pressure at a stage, but the guys, the bowlers, really, their comeback spells were unbelievable. So a lot of confidence can come from that with them, and as a collective group, it's really good to start like that. Always good in a big tournament to kick off the first one like that.
David, your next game is against India, and of course you would know some of these guys from the IPL. What's that going to be like for you? That now suddenly you're all on opposite sides.
I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. Obviously, I've played a couple of times against them in the last year or two, but it's just now obviously international cricket, and I really would like to try my best to start fresh, start again. Build on what we've got, and the last couple of weeks how we've been playing as a team and individually. So just to start again, it's a new game, and just take it one ball at a time.
Thank you very much, everybody. Can you just give AB an applause?
Mm-hmm. Then you can be with your wife for the next time.
Yeah,
no, I didn't think David. Just in Afrikaans, just about the performance and the role that you think the wicket played, and some of the things you guys probably need to work on going into the game against India.
Ja, dat is baie bly oor die wen. Dit is 'n moeilike wedstryd geweest vir ons. Dit is 'n bietjie stadig begin. 'n Moeilike blad geweest die eerste 15-20 beurte. En ons het self 'n bietjie moeilikheid bevind in die begin. So die manier hoe ons teruggeveg het vandag met JP en David in die middel is baie lekker vir my geweest om te sien as 'n kaptein op die kant. Dis 'n wedstrijdwenner geweest vir ons vennootskap en dit was regtig great. As jy kyk na die hele wedstryd, is dit dalk nie die mooiste wedstryd wat ons gehad het nie, maar ek is baie bly oor die wen nog steeds. Ek dink dit is goeie momentum vir ons as 'n span. 'n Kompeterende wedstryd geweest. Zimbabwe is 'n moeilike span om teen te speel en ek dink hulle het nogal 'n goeie game gehad vandag. Maar ons het mooi teruggeveg vandag. Kan wel dan my English is
And just the last question, what's the plan now going India? Just a couple of days off and families and just.
Ja, ons gaan naar Melbourne toe, speelt in India. Voor nu is het net belangrijk voor ons om een beetje weg van die wedstrijd, weg van cricket af te komen. Zoals in de tweede helft ons een beetje weg van die spel af gaan wees en dan woensdag komen ze weer samen met zijn span. Allemaal zijn families komen oor, so het gaan lekker wees om een beetje op te vangen met die families en die vrouwen en kinders. En dat is altijd een lekker tijd op het uur. Het is belangrijk voor ons om weg te breken als een span van de cricket af en dan om weer een beetje hard samen te komen op woensdag en te praten waar we ons India gaan vastvatten. Vastvat.
Vastvat.
Thank you.
Hold at 14. Sideways, you go sideways.
So used to what's the meaning of those?
Sideways.